Dreaming of a place where the skies blend into fields of tulips and history is alive in every canal and cobblestone street? Picture this: endless fields of tulips in full bloom, windmills turning gently under the wide Dutch sky, and the quiet magic of canals winding through storybook towns. Welcome to the Netherlands, a country where every corner holds something extraordinary. This isn't just another travel list. We're about to take you through the 50 best things to experience in the Netherlands. From the hidden gems only the locals know, to famous spots that live up to the hype, get ready to see why this small country leaves such a big impact. Netherlands might be small, but it's packed with unforgettable experiences. It's a place where history blends seamlessly with modern life, where bustling cities meet peaceful landscapes, and every town has its own story to tell. This list is your guide to discovering the heart of the Netherlands, whether it's your first visit or your 50th. You'll find cultural treasures, thrilling adventures, serene escapes, and some surprises that will make you fall in love with this place even more. Ready? Let's jump in. Amsterdam and Big City Life 1. Amsterdam Canals. We're starting in Amsterdam, and there's no better way to begin than with a peaceful cruise along its UNESCO-listed canals. As you drift along the water, imagine the stories these canals hold. From the Golden Age merchants who made this city thrive, to today's lively neighborhoods full of art, music, and life. Amsterdam has over 1,500 bridges, more than Venice. So wherever you turn, there's something unique to see, something timeless to remember. 2. Van Gogh Museum. Next, step into the colorful world of Vincent van Gogh at the Van Gogh Museum. Home to the world's largest collection of his work, this place lets you walk alongside the artist through his highs, lows, and everything in between. Did you know Van Gogh painted over 900 pieces in just 10 years? From the swirling skies of Starry Night to the golden hues of his sunflowers, each work reveals a different layer of his genius and his struggles. Number 3. Anne Frank House. No trip to Amsterdam is complete without a visit to the Anne Frank House. This historic building brings you right into the life of Anne Frank, a young girl whose diary touched millions. Walking through her hidden attic space, you can't help but feel the resilience and hope of a family who lived here during dark times. Visiting the Anne Frank House isn't just about history. It's a reminder of the courage that lives on in every corner of this city. 4. Rijksmuseum art lovers, get ready. The Rijksmuseum is a treasure trove of Dutch masterpieces. From Rembrandt's dramatic Night Watch to Vermeer's luminous Milkmaid, the museum captures the essence of Dutch history, culture, and talent. With over 8,000 works on display, you'll feel like you're stepping into a living gallery of Dutch art, one that spans centuries. Take your time here. Every room is an experience in itself. Number 5. Bike culture. Here in the Netherlands, biking isn't just a way to get around. It's a way of life. In fact, there are more bikes than people in this country. Feel like a true local by hopping on a bike and pedaling through the lively streets, past cozy cafes and iconic canals. Don't worry if you're new to biking. The Netherlands is made for it, with miles of dedicated bike paths that make exploring safe and easy. Dutch countryside and nature escape 6. 𝐀𝐜𝐭𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐥𝐚𝐧𝐝 Gardens. Our journey takes us to 𝐀𝐜𝐭𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐥𝐚𝐧𝐝 Gardens, the world's largest flower garden, and a paradise for any nature lover. Imagine walking through a sea of over 7 million tulips, daffodils, and hyacinths, all in full bloom. Every step feels like a dream, surrounded by colors that seem almost unreal. The tulip may be an iconic Dutch symbol, but it actually originated in Turkey and arrived in the Netherlands in the 16th century. It's the perfect example of how something foreign can become a beloved local treasure. Number 7. 𝐍𝐶𝐿 Windmills. Now let's step into a piece of Dutch history at 𝐍𝐶𝐿. This picturesque village feels like it's been frozen in time, with iconic windmills, wooden houses, and workshops that take you back to the 18th century. Walking here, you can almost feel the heartbeat of Old Holland. Strongly advised, climb up one of the windmills for an incredible view of the countryside and experience the power of these giants that helped shape Dutch industry. Number 8. Giethoorn, the Venice of the North. Welcome to Giethoorn, a village with no roads, just canals. Locals travel by boat, giving it the nickname the Venice of the North. Rent a small boat and glide through the peaceful waterways, passing charming thatched roof houses and tiny wooden bridges. This hidden gem has only 2,600 residents, but its unique layout has made it a favorite among travelers worldwide. It's like stepping into a fairy tale. 9. 𝐀𝐜𝐿𝐴 National Park. For nature lovers, 𝐀𝐜𝐿AA National Park is a must-visit. Here, forests, sand dunes, and heathlands stretch out as far as the eye can see. You can explore this stunning landscape on one of the park's famous white bikes, available to visitors free of charge. And nestled inside the park is the Kröller-Müller Museum, home to one of Europe's largest Van Gogh collections. Nature and art, all in one place. 10. Tulip fields in Flevoland. The Netherlands in spring is truly a sight to behold. While Keukenhof gets much of the attention, the tulip fields in Flevoland are equally breathtaking and far less crowded. Here, you can walk, bike, or drive through miles of vibrant tulip fields that light up the countryside with every color imaginable. Try visiting in late April for peak bloom, and don't forget your camera. You'll want to capture every moment of this floral wonderland. 11. Bollenstreek, the flower route. For a journey through color, take a drive along the Bollenstreek, or flower route, a 40-kilometer stretch that winds through some of the most breathtaking flower fields in the country. The sight of tulips, hyacinths, and daffodils stretching across the horizon is simply unforgettable. Strongly advised, roll down your windows, take it slow, and let the fresh scent of flowers fill the air. It's a journey for all the senses. 12. 𝐾𝐜𝐿 Windmills. We can't talk about the Netherlands without visiting the historic windmills of 𝐾𝐜𝐿. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is home to 19 windmills that have stood the test of time, serving as a testament to the Dutch mastery of water management. It's not just a photo opportunity. 𝐾𝐜𝐿 gives you a glimpse into the ingenious systems that have kept this low-lying country dry for centuries. 13. Texel Island. Just a short ferry ride from the mainland, Texel Island offers a different side of Dutch life. With sandy beaches, dunes, and charming villages, it's the perfect escape from city life. You can cycle around the island, spot seals lounging on the shore, and enjoy some of the freshest seafood around. Visit in summer for a vibrant island vibe, or in spring for quieter scenic views. Either way, Texel is a slice of paradise. 14. The Dunes of Loen and Drunen National Park. For a surprising adventure, head to the Dunes of Loen and Drunen National Park, also known as the Dutch Sahara. With vast sand dunes and rugged landscapes, it's a world away from the lush greenery we often associate with the Netherlands. This is one of the largest shifting sand areas in Western Europe, offering hiking trails that feel both otherworldly and exhilarating. 15. Oostvaardersplassen Nature Reserve. Oostvaardersplassen Nature Reserve is a haven for wildlife enthusiasts. This wetland reserve is home to wild horses, deer, and countless bird species, creating a scene that feels like stepping into a natural wonderland. Strongly advised, bring your binoculars for an up-close view of the area's rich biodiversity, and don't be surprised if you spot some rare birds along the way. Historic and cultural treasures. 16. Delft Pottery, Royal Delft. Let's take a step back in time to the city of Delft, where you'll find the world-famous Royal Delft pottery. This blue and white porcelain has been handcrafted here since the 1600s, carrying on a centuries-old tradition. Strongly advised, visit the workshop to see artists at work, and even try painting your own Delftware. It's not just a souvenir, it's a piece of Dutch art that's steeped in history. 17. Maastricht, the historic border city. Travel to the southern tip of the Netherlands, and you'll find Maastricht, a city with a vibe that's a blend of Dutch and European influences. With its ancient city walls, lively squares, and a mix of Gothic and Romanesque architecture, Maastricht feels like you're stepping into a medieval storybook. Did you know? Maastricht is one of the oldest cities in the Netherlands, dating back to Roman times. Walking its streets, you'll feel the weight of history around every corner. 18. 𝐍𝐞𝐭𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐥𝐚𝐧𝐝 Open-Air Museum. 𝐍𝐞𝐭𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐥𝐚𝐧𝐝 isn't just a village, it's a living museum. Here you can watch traditional Dutch crafts in action, from clog making to cheese making. It's a hands-on experience that brings Dutch culture to life in the most memorable way. Make sure to try the Gouda cheese and the Dutch licorice. These local flavors are as rich as the history behind them. 19. The Hague's Peace Palace. In The Hague, the Peace Palace stands as a beacon of hope and international cooperation. This stunning building is home to the International Court of Justice, where countries come together to resolve conflicts peacefully. Here's a little-known fact. This palace was funded by philanthropist Andrew Carnegie as a symbol of peace. Visiting here, you're not just seeing a building, you're witnessing a place dedicated to global unity. 20. Utrecht's Dom Tower. Utrecht's Dom Tower is the tallest church tower in the Netherlands, standing proudly in the city center. Climb the 465 steps to the top, and you'll be rewarded with breathtaking views of Utrecht's charming rooftops and canals. This 700-year-old tower is so tall that on a clear day you can see all the way to Amsterdam. It's a challenging climb, but the view is worth every step. 21. Gouda Cheese Market. Welcome to Gouda, home of the famous cheese. Every Thursday, the historic Gouda Cheese Market comes to life with locals in traditional costumes, massive wheels of cheese, and bustling energy. It's a true Dutch experience that connects past and present in the tastiest way possible. Sample the different varieties of Gouda, from creamy young cheese to the bold aged flavors. This isn't just any cheese, it's a taste of Dutch tradition. 22. Rotterdam's cube houses. Rotterdam's architecture is unlike any other, and nowhere is that clearer than with the city's cube houses. These bright yellow cubes, tilted at a 45-degree angle, create a surreal living space that's as functional as it is fascinating. Did you know? These houses were designed to create a forest of cubes with each house representing a tree. Inside, the spaces feel cozy and surprisingly homey. 23. The Canals of Leiden. Leiden may be lesser known, but its canals rival Amsterdam's in charm and history. As the birthplace of Rembrandt and home to the Netherlands' oldest university, Leiden is a city that breathes history and culture with every step. Take a boat tour through the canals to see Leiden from a new perspective, passing by ancient churches, museums, and historic houses that each have a story to tell. 24. Alkmaar Cheese Market. In Alkmaar, cheese isn't just food, it's a celebration. Every Friday, the Alkmaar Cheese Market comes alive with cheese porters, colorful costumes, and a lively atmosphere. Watching the tradition of cheese weighing and trading feels like stepping into a scene from the past. The Alkmaar Cheese Market has been a tradition since 1365, making it one of the oldest of its kind in the world. 25. Medieval Castle Muiderslot. For a taste of medieval history, visit Muiderslot Castle. This 700-year-old castle, with its dramatic towers and lush gardens, is one of the best preserved medieval castles in the Netherlands. Walking through its stone halls, you can almost hear echoes of the knights and nobility who once called it home. Strongly advised, don't miss the falconry demonstration and the garden tour. It adds an extra layer of magic to this fairy tale experience. Local experiences and festivals. 26. King's Day celebrations. If you're in the Netherlands on April 27th, you're in for a treat. King's Day is the biggest party of the year, a celebration of Dutch pride, freedom, and of course, the King's birthday. The entire country transforms into a sea of orange, with parades, music, and street markets everywhere you look. Join in the fun by wearing something orange, and head to Amsterdam's canals for one of the most lively and colorful celebrations you'll ever experience. 27. Amsterdam Light Festival. During the winter months, Amsterdam lights up with the Amsterdam Light Festival, a magical display of illuminated art installations scattered throughout the city. Artists from around the world create stunning light sculptures that transform the canals and streets into a glowing wonderland. Each year, the installations are unique, so every festival brings a new experience. Walking through the glowing city on a crisp winter night is nothing short of enchanting. 28. Sinterklaas Arrival. In mid-November, Dutch children eagerly await the arrival of Sinterklaas, the Dutch version of Santa Claus, who arrives by boat from Spain. The Sinterklaas parade is a joyful celebration filled with music, treats, and traditional customs that date back centuries. This is more than just a holiday, it's a cherished Dutch tradition that brings families and communities together. Watching the excitement on children's faces is truly heartwarming. 29. North Sea Jazz Festival. For music lovers, the North Sea Jazz Festival in Rotterdam is an absolute must. This world-renowned festival brings together the biggest names in jazz, blues, soul, and more for a weekend of unforgettable performances. Book your tickets early, as this event draws music fans from around the world. It's the perfect place to experience the Netherlands' vibrant music scene in a lively, soulful atmosphere. 30. Dutch Carnival in Maastricht. In the southern Netherlands, Carnival is a colorful celebration that's full of costumes, parades, and endless fun. Maastricht, in particular, goes all out with 3 days of street parties, elaborate floats, and traditions that make the city come alive. Dress up in a creative costume and join the locals for a party that's both wild and welcoming. Carnival in Maastricht is an experience you won't forget. 31. Alkmaar Beer Museum. If you're interested in Dutch brewing traditions, the Alkmaar Beer Museum is a fascinating stop. Here you can learn about the history of beer making in the Netherlands and sample a variety of local brews. The Dutch have been brewing beer for over 1,000 years, and each region has its own unique flavors and techniques. It's a taste of Dutch culture in every sip. 32. Floating Flower Parade in Westland. The Floating Flower Parade, or Varend Corso, is a celebration of Dutch flower culture that takes place in Westland each summer. Vibrant floats decorated with fresh flowers, fruits, and vegetables sail along the canals, creating a stunning spectacle. Find a spot along the canal early, as this unique parade draws quite a crowd. It's a true showcase of Dutch creativity and love for nature. 33. Ice skating on frozen canals. When winter turns cold enough, the Dutch canals freeze, creating natural ice skating rinks. Skating on the canals is a beloved tradition that feels almost like stepping into a winter wonderland. If you're lucky enough to visit during a freeze, don't miss the chance to glide along these iconic waterways. Did you know? The Dutch have a special term, 𝐿fstedentocht, for the epic 11-city ice skating tour that only happens when the ice is thick enough. It's a rare event that's deeply embedded in Dutch culture. 34. Visiting a stroopwafel stand. No trip to the Netherlands is complete without trying a fresh stroopwafel, a delicious thin waffle filled with gooey caramel syrup. You'll find stroopwafel stands in markets across the country, serving them warm and fresh. Try one at the 𝐵𝐷 market in Amsterdam or at any local street market. One bite, and you'll see why this sweet treat is a Dutch favorite. 35. Spring tulip festivals. Every spring, the Netherlands celebrates the tulip season with festivals in cities and towns across the country. These festivals are a tribute to the Dutch love of flowers and a showcase of the season's most beautiful blooms. Strongly advised, visit one of these festivals for an immersive experience, where you can walk through fields of tulips and learn about the fascinating history behind this national symbol. 36. Dutch chocolate shops in Haarlem. For a sweet taste of Dutch tradition, visit the charming chocolate shops in Haarlem. Here you'll find handcrafted chocolates, bonbons, and pastries that showcase the Dutch talent for creating rich, delicious treats. The Netherlands is one of the world's top cocoa importers, and Dutch chocolate is famous for its smooth, creamy texture. Sampling these treats is pure happiness in every bite. 37. Pride Amsterdam. In August, Amsterdam hosts one of the most colorful and inclusive events in the world, Pride Amsterdam. The highlight is the Canal Parade, where boats decorated in vibrant colors float through the city, celebrating love, acceptance, and freedom. It's a powerful, joyful event that brings people together from all walks of life. Pride Amsterdam isn't just a festival, it's a symbol of the city's welcoming and open-hearted spirit. Food and culinary experiences. 38. Dutch pancakes at a pannenkoekenhuis. Dutch pancakes, or pannenkoeken, are a must-try. These are not your typical pancakes. They're large, thin, and can be sweet or savory, often topped with anything from bacon and cheese to apples and powdered sugar. Strongly advised, visit a traditional pancake house or pannenkoekenhuis and try a classic Dutch combination. It's a filling, flavorful meal that's uniquely Dutch. 39. Stroopwafel tasting at 𝐵𝐷 market. A visit to the Netherlands wouldn't be complete without tasting a fresh stroopwafel. This sweet treat, a thin waffle filled with caramel syrup, is made to be eaten warm, so the caramel stays perfectly gooey. Tip: head to the 𝐵𝐷 market in Amsterdam, where you'll find vendors making them fresh on the spot. One taste, and you'll understand why stroopwafels are a beloved Dutch snack. 41. Gouda cheese tasting in Gouda. The town of Gouda is famous for its namesake cheese. Head to the weekly cheese market to see traditional cheese weighing and try a variety of flavors, from young, mild Gouda to the richly aged varieties. Dutch Gouda is one of the most popular cheeses worldwide, and tasting it in its hometown makes it even more special. 42. Bitterballen with local beer. Bitterballen are crispy, bite-sized Dutch snacks filled with a savory meat ragout, perfect for pairing with a cold beer. This is pub food at its finest, and you'll find it on the menu at nearly every Dutch bar. Try them with a local beer, like Heineken or an Amsterdam craft brew. It's the ultimate way to enjoy Dutch hospitality and flavors. 43. Eating Dutch apple pie appeltaart. Dutch apple pie, or appeltaart, is a comfort food you'll find in almost every cafe in the Netherlands. Made with sweet apples, cinnamon, and a thick crust, it's usually served with a generous dollop of whipped cream. Strongly advised, visit a local cafe and savor a slice of this classic dessert. It's a cozy treat that will make you feel right at home. 44. Poffertjes at a winter market. Poffertjes are fluffy, bite-sized Dutch pancakes traditionally topped with butter and powdered sugar. You'll find these treats at winter markets and festivals, and they're best enjoyed fresh off the griddle. These mini pancakes date back to the 18th century and were originally a festive treat, making them a staple at Dutch celebrations. 45. Cheese tasting in Edam. Edam cheese, famous for its mild and slightly nutty flavor, is named after the town of Edam, where it's been produced for centuries. Visit the Edam Cheese Market to taste authentic Edam cheese in the place where it all began. Try pairing Edam cheese with Dutch mustard for a truly local flavor combination. It's a simple but delightful taste experience. 46. Dutch Indonesian rijsttafel. For a unique dining experience, try rijsttafel, a Dutch Indonesian feast featuring a variety of small dishes. This meal is a blend of Dutch and Indonesian flavors, with dishes like satay, sambal, and coconut rice. Did you know? Rijsttafel, which means rice table, was brought to the Netherlands during the colonial era and remains a popular choice for those who love bold, exotic flavors. 47. Kibbeling at a fish market. Kibbeling is a favorite Dutch street food, made of battered and fried fish pieces, usually served with garlic sauce or tartar sauce. You'll find it at fish markets across the Netherlands, especially in coastal towns. Enjoy kibbeling fresh and hot for the best flavor. It's crispy, tender, and absolutely delicious. 40. Coffee at a brown cafe. Dutch brown cafes are traditional pubs with a warm, rustic charm. Named for their dark wooden interiors, these cafes are perfect spots to relax with a cup of coffee or a pint, surrounded by friendly locals. Strongly advised, take a moment to unwind in a brown cafe, and you'll feel like you're part of a Dutch tradition that's as comforting as it is timeless. 49. Dutch licorice. Dutch licorice, or drop, is a unique treat that the Dutch are known for. It comes in all varieties, from sweet to very salty. Licorice fans will find some of the best selections here, but beware, it's an acquired taste. The Netherlands has one of the highest per capita licorice consumption rates in the world. It's a quirky, distinctly Dutch flavor worth trying. 50. Seasonal asparagus, white gold in Limburg. Known as white gold, Dutch white asparagus is a spring delicacy, especially popular in the Limburg region. This tender, mild-flavored vegetable is served with butter, ham, and boiled eggs, creating a simple but luxurious dish. Visit Limburg in spring to try this seasonal favorite when it's at its freshest. It's a true Dutch culinary experience that celebrates local flavors. From the vibrant cityscapes to the peaceful countryside, the Netherlands is a destination that brings together history, culture, adventure, and unforgettable flavors. Whether you're wandering through fields of tulips, savoring a fresh stroopwafel, or cruising along the canals, every experience here has a story to tell. But remember, the magic of the Netherlands isn't just in its famous landmarks. It's in the little moments, the local traditions, and the friendly faces you'll encounter along the way. So are you ready to discover the Netherlands for yourself? Make memories, capture every beautiful moment, and dive into the experiences that make this country so unique. See you on your next adventure in the Netherlands. I promise, it's a trip you'll never forget.